After 30 years of perfecting the art of the side-scrolling Mario level, Nintendo is handing off development duties to their fans. Super Mario Maker gives you a vast toolbox to construct your very own trips of death-defying magic, and lets you stream through an endless collection of creations built by an already robust community. It's informative, funny, and often excruciatingly difficult, but can it compare to the full-priced Mario games you're used to? In Super Mario Maker, you're either toiling through your own levels or sprinting through those built by other users. If you're more of a player than a maker, there are several ways to download and try out the many levels available without having to build anything. You can go to the course list and browse the collection based on popular vote, or follow creators that you admire and get updates whenever they upload something new. If you're less concerned with exactly what type of level is thrown at you, there's the 10 and 100 Mario challenges. The 10 Mario challenge is the perfect introduction to how you can goof around with the material. All the mode's levels are included with the base package, and they're patiently constructed. The 100 Mario challenge pulls from levels made by other players, and it can be hit or miss. There are 3 difficulty settings, and some of the offerings just aren't worth your time. Thankfully, if you're just not feeling a level, you can skip it by sacrificing a life. Run through these modes a couple of times and you can begin to see what's possible with the game's palette. In the Course Maker, the trusty course spot will manage all of your saves. When you unlock new materials, the game drops them into your collection, leaving you to figure out how they work. There's an abundance of manuals to dig through, but it would have been nice to have a small, optional tutorial when a new delivery shows up. To unlock new elements or level functionality, you have to spend at least 5 minutes making a level. The game will then send the next tier of content 24 hours later, or immediately if you fast forward the clock on your Wii U. If you play by the game's rules, it'll take you over a week to get everything, which doesn't make sense to us. You wait a day to learn new stuff the hard way or by reading pages of text, as opposed to discovering the pieces organically through a carefully constructed lesson plan. Once you get comfortable with what each tool does, how the enemies behave, and the various shortcuts to delete and copy items, building levels in Mario Maker is a breeze. Having the gamepad to type on is far more intuitive than trying to line up objects in a 3D level creator. They even jazz up the experience by singing out the type of object when you place it. And you'll notice the game humming along with the music when you tap a bunch in a row. For a nice shot of nostalgia, you can swap the style between 4 eras of 2D Mario, changing every element to match whichever look you prefer. Reminiscent of Mario Paint, you can add sound and visual cues to certain objects or areas of the level. If you want to put yourself in the game, you can record a sound effect with the gamepad's mic, but it won't stay in the level if you upload it for other players. Some objects have hidden functions when you shake them back and forth, and there are some clever animations hidden in the menus, like when Mario sweats if you bring the eraser close to him. And Mario doesn't have to be the lead of your level. Through mystery mushrooms, you can transform players into a batch of other protagonists that you unlock through in-game challenges or amiibo figures. The characters' music plays throughout the level, including their themes when they complete a level or die. The best thing about browsing the content created by other people in Super Mario Maker is the speed at which you typically finish one level and move on to another. You can spend hours slaving over one level's devious challenges, but the system is designed to show off as much as possible in the shortest amount of time. It's always tempting to try just one more level, and it makes a surprisingly good party game. Ultimately, Super Mario Maker will be defined by what its community creates. You can only play the included levels for so long, and a big part of the fun is seeing what the next crazy person threw together. We've played Mario Maker maps of all shapes and sizes, and an alarming percentage of them are created just to make the player frustrated. Mario meets Dark Souls, or Mega Man on steroids. Programming each of the elements in a Mario level will slowly give you a much deeper understanding of the talents required to make something that is equally challenging, inventive, and fun to play. Nintendo always makes it look so easy. What Mario Maker is missing is a thread that ties the experience together, beyond a row of Marios marching to their death. Something that educates the player on the core fundamentals of the series for the generation that didn't grow up with an NES. Super Mario Maker is worth checking out to prove what's possible with the Wii U's often ignored gamepad controller. Few games have you staring at the second screen for longer stretches of time, and it just feels good to put stuff together. At the same time, the game is structured in a way that lets you skip level creation altogether and just bounce around areas built by other people, so it can please different types of players. Hopefully, people make more stuff that's challenging in a good way, and the various leaderboards keep highlighting the best creations and creators. There are some incredible moments waiting for you. You just have to dig a little to find them.